hustle. Every day, all day.
This is how we roll.
This is 97.9, the BOX.
97.9 The Box.
Good morning,
H-Town. Kiati, Keisha, J-Mac.
Yes.
I couldn't go to sleep last night. There was no sleep. My mind couldn't find a place where I felt comfortable resting my eyes after seeing what I saw yesterday online. Houston native George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis on tape by the police. There were 4 police officers at the scene, and 3 of them were on top of him as he was handcuffed face down on the ground. You hear this grown man crying out for his mom and telling them, please, I cannot breathe. It was heartbreaking. So first and foremost, we want to say rest in peace to George Floyd. Prayers go out to his family. In full transparency, Keisha sent the video to our group chat at about 10:30 yesterday. We get so much stuff in our group chat, though, J-Mac, I didn't even stop to look at the video then. So when I finally looked at the video, I get online just to look at some of the reactions, and I see Steven Jackson crying on his timeline. So I'm confused because I still haven't seen the video, and he's saying rest in peace to Twin. But I scroll down my timeline, and I see Eric Spivey crying. One of my brothers that I love, Third Ward's own, community dude. Every Sunday they feed 500 people for free. This is the brother I see crying on my page. And I said, wait a minute, dude is from here? And the whole situation made me feel different. It was a terrible situation, but to understand that this is somebody from our city that people love, that this man was in the hood baptizing people, and that took me out.
Right. I mean, this is the sign of the times, man. What do you do? I mean, we have marched, we have protest. I mean, and we're still, yesterday, a man got murdered on camera. That's the craziest thing in the world.
Modern day lynched.
I understand the frustration in Minneapolis. They were rioting. Throwing stuff. But I understand it.
It's sad that our mothers have to pray different for their black sons. Some people will never understand this part of life. As a black man, since a child, I've been conditioned to say yes, sir, or no, sir. I've been reminded countless times to keep my hands where they can see them if I get pulled over, and countless other tips to stay alive in these types of situations. But I've seen animals get more justice for a report of abuse than I've seen the black man get justice when they are killed on camera. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm tired. This morning, as a city and a community, we will grieve and discuss together on your radios, still praying for the family and friends of George Floyd and the Third Ward community. Let's apply pressure. Let's see this one through.
I feel you, man.
Man, what's going on? I want to say, I want to thank y'all for saying everything that y'all say every morning. Every other morning I come home from work, I listen to y'all. And I was listening to y'all this morning. And this situation that's going on right now, it's hard for everybody to deal with. Because you got that lady in New York that randomly wants to call the police on a black man that's asking her to do something that she's not supposed to do. And then we got 2 weeks later, we got 2 white men stopping this man trying to leave a gated community for all this other stuff. I'm sorry for rambling.
Talk,
bro.
So the main thing that I'm really trying to say is, one, it has to start with us. Love ourselves first. When we continue to start loving ourselves, then we can start expecting everybody to start doing the same and respecting us as well.
Hold on. So you just saying in 2020 we should love ourselves and they're going to stop killing us?
I ain't saying they're going to stop killing us because we start loving ourselves. But if we want change, if we want true and honest change, we got to start looking at ourselves first. My mama always told me, before you can change anybody else, you got to change yourself first.
Yeah, but you're telling us. It's not us. The cops are killing us.
That guy was a good guy who fed the community, who baptized people in the community. I know he loved himself, and I know he loved his people, you know?
97.9 The Box just discussing the senseless, heartbreaking video that we watched yesterday, sending our love and prayers out to the family of George Floyd, who was killed for no reason. This took place in Minneapolis. The brother was from the H. He was from the Third Ward, CUNY Homes area. And we just want to allow you to vent this morning, allow you to grieve, allow you to say what's on your mind. 713-621-0979. 97.9 The Box, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Pushing through this morning, just pushing through.
Well, I'm listening to your show, and I definitely can empathize with everything you're talking about this morning. I can relate on a different level. However, there's just one statement that hurts my heart, to say that police officers, this is why we want to kill y'all.
Okay, first, I did not say we. At the beginning of the statement, I said, all police officers are not bad. I have
Right.
people on my timeline that have been saying, hey, man, don't nobody say all police ain't bad. I don't want to hear that. I said,
Yeah, I heard everything.
right. So again, personally, we understand all police are not bad.
I mean, I definitely understand. I even understand the statement. Some people can't relate to that statement, and some people can take that statement to all different levels.
I say my statement again. I don't believe all police are bad, but after watching videos like the video we watched with George Floyd, officers have to understand this is the reason why people want to hurt and harm the police.
I mean, I'm a black woman, and I'm a police officer, and I have a family and kids.
Right.
And I empathize with Lloyd's family. But at the same time, I would hate to be riding down the street with my kids and them hear a statement like that.
My sister, I feel where you're coming from this morning. And I understand that, it's hypersensitive right now. This is just one of those ugly conversations. I'm a leader in my community, and whenever I talk to these young brothers out here that's doing the robbing and the jacking and stealing, I tell them, hey, man, your actions make it hard whenever people see other young brothers because they judge them based on your actions. So I just feel like whenever we have this open and honest dialogue as a community, whenever people see bad cops doing shoddy police work, this is why people feel the way they feel towards the police.
And I agree with that statement, but I would never make the statement, that's why people want to kill y'all. That's a strong statement.
Now, you listen to us every morning. You know all I'm doing is just starting a conversation. I ain't mean for nobody to run up on no cops.
I know, and I know it wasn't meant like that. I just know that some people will take it to a different level.
And that's why you can call in. You got your opinion. We have our opinion. And that's a great, because I know that Kiati didn't think about your perspective, because I didn't think about your
Right.
perspective until just now.
So with you being a police officer, let me ask you, what do you feel like the problem is?
The problem, I think, is so many officers lack empathy.
Oh, okay.
You know, you have to be empathetic to everyone, no matter their color, race, no matter their gender, no matter their sexual preference. There's a lack of empathy.
That's a fair
But
statement.
how do you figure out, man, when you're going through the process of, and a police officer is being hired, how do you figure out if that police officer is empathetic to know that I'm going to put him on the street and in the worst of the worst situation, he's not going to do that because he does have a heart and he understands? How do you even filter that out?
They have to do psychological testing. I think that's where that type of weeding comes from. But, it's just like a job interview. People lie. People manipulate the system to get where they need to be. So, the answers provided might not even be true.
Right.
It may not reflect that true inner person. But then, there's one thing that people don't think about, like when we speak of police officers, like I'm a police officer, but I don't even work the streets. Some of us are just administrative. We've already done our time on the streets.
Right.
So there's so many different fields, within law enforcement. Some of us ain't seen the streets in years like myself.
Well, let me ask you a question because I appreciate this open and honest dialogue. Even without me saying that, whenever you look at the situation that we saw yesterday, in your mind, as a police officer, did it cross your mind, this is why people don't like us?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I definitely can understand. I understand the comments. I understood the comment that was made, but I know that some people don't understand. Like when I get to work this morning, I'm here now and I see emails. We get all these emails with the different threats to law enforcement. I'm going to get me one for Floyd and this and that. And it's just like those are the type of individuals that hear that statement and take it to a whole nother level.
This conversation is deep, man. Let's go to another caller.
97.9 The Box, good morning.
First of all, I appreciate you guys for talking about this on your platform. Second of all, I believe that a bystander act, which I'm actually working on right now as we speak, to get people involved, to allow people to intervene and also be protected in case of any backlash.
Can I ask you, with your tact of people intervening, how would that work? Because if someone intervenes, now they are a person that's in this situation as well as a person that the police was handling, right? So now you have two people that may lose their lives. How do you, as another person, how do you intervene? That's the question I just wanted to know.
So what we're looking at right now is the escalation of force. How much force is it needed to actually stop someone that's in dire need or a stressful situation where they can't speak for themselves? As you can see from the video, once George was saying, hey, I can't breathe. And you see police officers standing around and they're not doing anything. This is the opportunity for people to step in. And what I want to do is propose in this act is once you actually intervene, the police is not allowed to apprehend you. They're not allowed to spray you. They're not allowed to draw their weapons on you. And also have something where once the of course it's going to be an investigation, but it's not going to be done locally. It'll be done at the FBI level. So therefore, there's little room for error and for backlash. So that way, when this gets investigated, they not only have the people recording and the witnesses and a case number, they also have the whole action of saying, hey, I was intervening based on the Bystanders Act. We have to do something because George is us. George is our uncle. George is our brother, our cousin, a role model, and a man. So we have to do something. We have to do about it now. So anybody that feels that they want to get involved, please contact me, Mario Cochran, Facebook. Let's get this thing started.
Oh my gosh, the morning show is so crazy.
It's the Ish. Waking up with the fam.
The show is like a reality show on my radio.
It's Good Morning H-Town. Y'all know y'all gotta feel it on 97.9 The Box.